F1, F2, F3, F4. Vert. Areninhos. Intercalado, beleza.
Welcome to Boot Camp, Cadet. I'm your drill sergeant. In this first exercise, I'll instruct you in the ways of issuing basic move orders. But first, in Steel Division, each battle begins with a selection of the units to be deployed during the action, called a battle group. Click Next to compose. This is your battle group overview. It's composed of 8 unit classes, which we will explore step by step during the boot camp's exercises. Each category contains up to 10 slots in which you will later place a unit's pack. Only the unit's pack selected in your battle group will be available for the mission. For the purpose of this exercise, we've granted you access to the infantry class with 1 unit pack slot. Left-click on the slot to edit this class. Welcome to the showroom of the infantry class. It seems like the raw recruits are ready for the exercise. In Steel Division, units are available by pack. Packs are composed of one of several units' cards, which represent the maximum number of deployable units on the field. Notice the available airborne rifles pack. Click on the unit pack and hover values to obtain further information about the unit. Right-click or drag and drop the available airborne rifles pack on the empty slot to be able to deploy it on the field. Once the airborne rifles pack is in your battle group, click Back, then Validate to see next how the land lies.
Curious. Jeito, ó. Validada. Certo, como é que eu valido essa porra aqui?
Welcome to the showroom of the infantry class. It seems like the raw recruits are ready for the exercise. In Steel Division, units are available by pack. Packs are composed of one of several units' cards, which represent the maximum number of deployable units on the field. Notice the available Airborne Rifles pack. Click on the unit pack and hover values to obtain further information about the unit. Right-click or drag and drop the available Airborne Rifles pack on the empty slot to be able to deploy it on the field. Once the Airborne Rifles pack is in your battle group, click Back, then Validate to see next how the land lies.
Back.
In Steel Division, each battle begins by the deployment phase. Its purpose is to pre-position your units within the blue area, called the deployment zone, and plan your strategy before the battle begins. To position a unit on the deployment zone, click on the Requisition menu to deploy it. Then click on the Airborne Rifles pack and left-click on the deployment zone to position the unit. The number on the Requisition menu is your given 70 requisition points for the deployment phase. A deployed Airborne Rifles unit uses one card from the pack and 35 requisition points. Once all the unit cards have been deployed on the map, the pack disappears. Infantry units are deployed with a transport already accounted for in the card. The WC-25 truck is an unarmed transport from which the Airborne Rifles squad disembarks to fight on the battlefield. Vehicles go faster on the road. It is advised to deploy motorized unit on road to quickly reach a strategic position. You can shift the unit's position by holding down left-click on the unit's tag, or remove it, right-click from the map to place it back to the Requisition menu. Click the Launch Battle button once you have completed the deployment. Well done. The battle is launched and your deployed WC-25 is now under your control. Control the camera using the short keys. Direct it using the arrows. Rotate it by pressing the middle mouse button and the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Zoom on a unit tag to trigger the follow camera. Your objective here is simple. You must reach the farm and disembark an Airborne Rifles squad once there. Notice on the map the road that goes straight to the farm. The quickest way to complete the objective is to give the order unload at position to your WC-25 unit at the farm. To issue your first move orders, left-click on the unit's tag to select the unit. Left-click on the Unload at Position order and left-click on the map to apply it, or right-click to cancel the order.
sir. I'll get you there as soon as possible.
The unload at position orders the transport units to take the fastest way using the road network and disembark their passengers at the selected position. Beware, once the unit is disembarked, the transport disappears and cannot be used again. When a unit receives an order, you can select it and press Shift to display the ongoing order in real time. You can also give multiple orders by pressing Shift. A unit can also comply with other move orders. The move order orders the units to take the straightest route to the selected position. The move fast orders a vehicle to take the quickest route, using the road network to the selected position.
Nothing to report. I know a shortcut. Full reverse. Now. Ready to transport. Wait. Taxi ready. Ready, sir. I'll get you there as soon as possible. Copy that. Out. Full reverse. Now. I'll let you off at these coordinates.
One transport unit has reached the farm. You can wait for the unload at position order to comply, or you can use the disembark to immediately disembark the airborne rifles from its transport.
Everybody out!
No sign of enemy units. The farm is secured. Well done, sir. Your airborne rifle squad is now controlling the area. Your first success, sir. You've learned how to compose a battle group, to deploy, apply move orders, and disembark the infantry from their transport. Good job.
A way to die!
This second exercise will be your first contact with an enemy. I will teach you how to deal with the front line, urban cover, and firepower. Click Next to build your battle group. We have unlocked 2 unit pack slots. Left-click on a slot to edit the infantry class. The airborne M1919 machine gun is now available. It is an infantry team with a medium machine gun. Different units in Steel Division have different equipment. This impacts their requisition points cost, roll, and card availability. Learning how to distinguish each pack by hovering over their values is crucial for your success on the field. Each pack fills 1 activation points. Here you have 2 activation points maximum at your disposal. Fill your battle group to spend them all. Pick the Airborne Rifles pack and the new Airborne M1919 machine gun pack to validate your battle group. The red front line indicates a perimeter controlled by an enemy. Army intelligence has warned us that at least 1 enemy unit is holding the farm sector. Since your units are deployed with their transport, you should not expose them that way to enemy fire. Instead, disembark them in the selected area near the farm sector so they can close on the enemy position on foot.
Esqueci.
You can issue your first move orders during the deployment phase. Select the deployed unit and order unload at position and apply it. Keep in mind that your troops will comply with the order only when the battle starts. Click the Launch Battle button once you have completed your deployment.
Yes, sir. Glad to see somebody knows where we're going. I'll get you there as soon as possible.
Notice that the front line is moving when your troops are advancing. Most of the units in Steel Division influence the front line, so it gives you a feedback on enemy strength and direction, and vice versa. We've arrived. Disembark your troops here.
rounds.
Locked and loaded, sir.
Airborne ready, sir.
Need some covering fire? Damn, this thing is heavy. Damn, this thing is heavy.
These farm buildings appear empty. They can provide good cover for your men. Move them inside. Notice the mouse's cursor color changing when you hover over map elements. The color indicates the level of protection. Yellow for light cover, and cursor green for heavy cover.
Yes, sir?
Platoon, formed and ready. Guns ahead. Get ready for the fight.
German grenadiers are firing at us. This is the first taste of battle. These grenadiers are tough guys with their deadly light machine guns. The best way to dislodge them is to meet them with superior firepower from the cover of the farm building. Notice the unit status gauge above the unit tag. It indicates the suppression level of a unit. When it's full, the soldiers are pinned down. Pinned down units can surrender by moving close to them. It's also a good way of neutralizing an enemy. Congratulations, sir. The enemy is pinned down. If you are close enough, you can make them surrender. Great job. The enemy section has been neutralized. Well done, sir. The front line is moving and is now overlaying the farm as there are no further enemies there. You've learned how to use the basics of the infantry in the front line to use morale and urban cover at your advantage. Good job.
Checking belts.
After the successful raid on the farm sector, squads on the field are asking for an ammo resupply. During this exercise, I will teach you how to capture an enemy supply unit and how to resupply. Click Next to build your battle group. Pick all available infantry packs to validate your battle group. As you can see, a new pack of infantry, the Airborne Leader, is available. Notice the white star on the unit card. This specialty icon indicates a platoon leader who improves the stats of every unit nearby and also heavily influences the front line. Most leader squads are small and too lightly equipped to engage the enemy on their own. It is also strongly advised to combine them with regular infantry squads on the field. We've got intel about unarmed Opel Blitz left in the farm sector. The squads deployed on the field can safely capture it. The road seems clear, so you will exceptionally not deploy any units on the deployment zone, but simply guide the glider rifles and the airborne M1919 machine gun on the field to capture the unarmed enemy unit in the farm sector. Click on the Launch Battle button.
Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight!
To capture an enemy supply unit, first make sure no other enemy unit is nearby. Then simply bring one of your units close to it, and it will automatically switch sides.
Produce at your service.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded.
The Opel Blitz is captured. This is an unarmed supply unit which can replenish any nearby units with ammunition. Capturing this type of unit is a good way to exhaust enemy units on the field. Since the glider rifles and the airborne M1919 machine gun weapons are depleted, you need to bring the squads and the supply unit to a halt together to refill their weapons.
Any orders? That's not a plane, but I'll do it.
Jawohl, Herr Hauptmann. An dieser Position müssen wir raus. Transportkommando bereit. Zielkoordinaten, Kommandant. Motor an und dann los.
Sir, yes, sir! First platoon! Easy, company!
Notice the yellow circle. It represents the supply range for units to get replenished. Now your units are once again ready to kick some ass.
Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight!
German troops are flanking us and will soon surround the units in the farm sector. Units are considered surrounded once they cease to be linked to a ground reinforcement route or are not close to a platoon leader. We have identified an enemy platoon leader, the Grenadier Führer, along with the Grenadier infantry squads. That's why they have so easily reclaimed control of the front line. We need to regain control over the map. We have been granted new requisition points and may deploy units from our battle group on the field to neutralize all enemy units. If we could neutralize the Grenadier Führer squad, its influence over both the front line and the Grenadier squad will lessen and eventually collapse.
Jawohl, Herr Hauptmann.
We need to break the surrounded units' encirclement. Luckily, the airborne M1919 machine gun is an airborne unit, as indicated by the wings on its card and tag. Airborne units are used to being surrounded, so they retain their influence on the front line the same way as platoon leaders. On the other hand, a non-airborne or non-leader unit, such as the glider rifles, once surrounded, loses its capacity to hold the front line and suffers moral penalties in enemy territory.
Platoon, formed and ready. Let's go.
Feind im Nahbereich.
Sir, your unit is pinned down. Use the fallback order to avoid getting killed or captured.
Back! Back! Get ready for the fight! For God's sake! Easy company. Yes, sir.
Die Kugelangreifer weit sich.
Keep them pinned. At your orders. Stay low. Use at your service. Heavy. Yes, sir. Back! Back! Hey. Ready, Captain. We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Back! Back! Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight! Platoon formed and ready. Safety's off, soldiers. Shoot on sight. Germans ahead. Get ready for a fight. Get ready for a fight!
You have deployed your airborne leader. Good choice. Once disembarked, it improves the experience level of any allied unit close to it. This up-leveling is represented by the yellow star under a unit tag. An experienced unit gets improved accuracy, shorter reload time, and stress resilience. Once your soldiers are on foot, click on the Hunt order. That stance allows your soldiers to stop moving and to fire at the first enemy within range. Most of the infantry cannot shoot while in movement.
Ready for orders. We're moving! Follow me, man! Damn, this thing is heavy. Having to report. I'll let you off in just a word. At your orders. Form and ready. Stretcher. Let's go. Everyone fights. No one quits. Yes, sir. Let's go. Everyone fights. No one quits. Ready, Captain.
An enemy squad is pinned down and cannot move. It's a perfect opportunity to force its surrender. Make sure the unit is isolated to bring one of your own nearby. To force a unit to surrender, it needs to be covered by the opponent front line, suppressed, and with no ally unit close by. Once a unit surrenders, it leaves the battlefield raising a white flag.
Sugar King, Sugar Charlie 3, say again. I'll lead the attack myself. Checking belt, sir.
Lost the surrounded unit, sir. We were too slow to rally them. The more stressed a unit is, the less efficient it is on the battlefield.
Got the pieces, sir. Got the pieces, sir. As you command, sir. He's down.
Good job. One enemy squad has been neutralized. You're beginning to slightly regain control over the map. Continue to deploy units on the field to swiftly get rid of the remaining enemies.
Got the pieces, sir.
Well done, sir. You have reclaimed control over the map. You have successfully put into practice the capture of an enemy supply unit, the resupply of your troops, and regain control of the map. During this exercise, you'll have to deal with an unknown situation, and you're being granted access to the artillery and support classes. Click Next to compose your... One unit's pack slots is available in the unlocked artillery and support classes. Don't forget to add the new units available in your battle group. Pick the usual airborne rifles card for your battle group. The unarmed Jeep supply is now available. Pick it for your battle group. The airborne mortar 60mm is now available. It is a weapon team armed with a single 60mm mortar which shoots an indirect fire at position from a distance. Pick it for your battle group. Make good use of what you've learned so far and inspect the farm area with your airborne rifles squad section. No units have been deployed. Please pick a unit in the requisition menu to position the unit on the battlefield. The unit will then appear from the blue arrow called Reinforcement Point in move fast order to take the fastest way, using the road network to the selected position.
Carried away, sir.
God damn it, it's an MG-42! Since that machine gun is quite well protected inside that building, our boys stand no chance to fight back. Make them retreat in order to plan a better approach.
Any orders? Let's liberate some ladies. For God's sake!
Your unit is under heavy stress. They are pinned and are laying down to gain protection, but at the price of their mobility. Once a squad... Use the fallback order to force a pinned-down squad to escape this dead end. In fallback stance, the squad will automatically run back to a safe position. During that time, it's impossible for you to give any other order. Now, sir, you have three options. The first one, the safest but most time-consuming, consists of using mortar teams to kill that MG-42 from afar. The second option, the quickest, consists of using the smoke on position order of your mortar team to cut the line of sight of the MG-42 and conceal your infantry's advance to engage it in close quarter combat. The third option, the most dangerous one, consists of flanking the MG-42 with infantry squads. But be warned, it can turn into a real bloodbath. An Allied Scouts unit has just arrived to keep an eye on the MG-42.
Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight!
Mortar team incoming. It is safe to keep them away from the MG-42 as they cannot directly attack an enemy. Instead, you need to take advantage of the mortar's long-range curved shot and disembark the gunners in a safe place.
Need a lift? Ready to transport. I'll get you there.
To use an artillery unit, you need to manually use the fire on position order and point it at that house. Or right-click on the target, if seen, to directly try to kill this unit. The curved shot does not take care of ground obstacles.
Smash the entire area.
Fire in the hole! Enjoy the show!
First platoon! Easy, company! Hold position! We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Need some extra firepower? Waiting for fire coordinates. Ready to pound them, sir. Smash the entire area. First platoon! Easy, company! Safety's off, soldiers. Shoot on sight.
Keep your mortar teams away from enemy range. Move your unit to the furthest and safest position from here.
Yes, sir. Artillery at your orders. Up 200. 6 rounds. Over. For God's sake! to report. I'll let you off at these coordinates. Sir! Guns primed and ready. Any orders? Let's liberate some ladies. At your order. Buck is down! Move out, men! Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die! Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! First platoon! Easy company! Enemy nearby. Protect the gun. Platoon formed and ready. Ready to pound them, sir. Adjusting on target. We've used up all our ammo, sir. Platoon formed and ready. Out there! Shoot first! And ask questions later! Guns primed and ready. Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
The ammo for the airborne mortar 60mm is almost depleted, sir. Requisition the available Jeep supply to replenish nearby units with ammunition. You've lost a unit, sir. Call for reinforcements and deploy the new unit on the battlefield. Well done, sir. The MG-42 has been cut to pieces. You have successfully put into practice the combination of infantry and artillery units to regain advantage on the field. In this exercise, you will help an allied tank progress through the map by being its eyes. You're being granted access to the Recon class. Click Next to compose your battle group. One unit's pack slots is available in the unlocked Recon classes. As you can guess, a Recon unit possesses a certain ability to spot and identify the enemy's position. But it has a cost. Scout are usually a very weak unit, so you cannot allow them to engage in battle. Enemies are hiding somewhere near the central road. Tanks have very poor optics, so they can easily be ambushed. You will need to spot enemy positions on a parallel road with your scout. Once your unit has located an enemy, that good old M4A1 with its firepower will automatically neutralize it. Position your men on the deployment zone. Click on the Launch Battle button when it's done, and rally your squad at the recon site on the parallel road. No units have been deployed. Please pick a unit in the requisition menu to position the unit on the battlefield. The unit will then appear from the blue arrow called Reinforcement Point in move fast order to take the fastest way, using the road network to the selected position.
Cherry to wait, sir. I'll get you there as soon as possible.
The front line is pretty close. You should always consider dismounting your troops before entering enemy territory.
Nothing to report. I'll get you there as soon as possible. Yes.
As you can see, recon units don't influence the front line, so they're able to sneak up quietly into enemy territory.
Need some extra eyes, sir? Scouts, at your orders.
Enemies identified. It's an MG-42. This one was pretty close to the tank. Let the tank get rid of it. It is impervious to MG fire. Unlike your infantry, as you well know. Okay, 2 more enemy units are hiding somewhere else. Progress within the hedgerow to conceal yourself. If you hover over elements of the map, it will provide you with information on their level of protection and concealment. Yellow for light cover, green for heavy cover. While your unit is advancing, you can see the line of sight of your unit or the enemy's one by pressing the short key. MG-42 identified. One enemy left. Keep quiet.
My first time. I learned the control yet.
Need some extra eyes, sir? Yes, sir.
Seriously. Legal. Gostei.
Scouts, at your orders. Recon team, ready. Roger. Let's have a look around.
MG-42 identified in the farm sector. Well done, sir. There's no longer any sign of an enemy presence. You've understood the value of reconnaissance units on the battlefield and have mastered their use. Good job.
Pegando aos poucos.
In this exercise, you will control several types of tanks. You are being granted access to the tank and anti-tank classes of the battle group. Click Next to Unit pack slots are available in the tank. Tanks are powerful units, able to engage every type of ground unit. Pay attention to the armor-piercing and high explosive values of their weapons. The AP indicates the unit's ability to destroy armored units. The HE indicates its ability to damage unarmored units. More importantly, have a look at their armor. Most tanks have thick frontal armor. In combat, always try to present your thickest armor to a threat, while at the same time, if you outnumber an enemy tank, try to flank it and attack its rear or side armor. The M4A1 at your disposal are basic medium tanks, well armored and well armed, capable to handling all types of combat situations. Anti-tank units come in various calibers, hence efficiency, but are all dedicated to neutralizing enemy armors. Foot ones are usually low profile and easy to conceal to ambush enemy armors, while self-propelled ones trade concealment for mobility and some level of protection. M10A1 destroyers are armored in self-propelled anti-tank units. They are vulnerable due to their open top and weak rear and side armor, but their long-range cannon and speed makes them both very effective and annoying for the enemy to chase down. Anti-tank units come in various calibers, hence efficiency, but are all dedicated to neutralizing enemy armors. Foot ones are usually low profile. An Allied scout has been deployed to help you spot enemy tanks waiting to ambush your armors. Position your M4A1 in the deployment zone, and click on the Launch Battle button when it's done.
Red 6, mounted up. Forward.
Enemy identified. It's a Panzer II Lux. That Panzer II is a lightly armored tank designed for mobility. Light tanks are often very fast and carry enough firepower to be a threat to any unit which is lighter than they are. Position your M4A1 medium tank at range to get rid of it swiftly. Notice the AP value of your main gun against the Panzer II armor.
Target in sight. Fire.
Good job. Panzer II looks neutralized. The enemy tank took too much stress and fallback. It will run back to a safe position. Use the hunt order to pursue him and neutralize it before it recovers. Enemy identified. It is a Panzer IV-G. That Panzer is a tough guy. It's a medium tank similar to our M4A1, but it's armed with an extremely effective gun that's able to knock your isolated tank. We'll need backup to turn that situation to our advantage. Call in the other M4A1 at your disposal. command tank works as platoon leader. Bring it close to your deployed tank to improve its stats.
I am listening, sir.
Let's roll. I hear you, loud and clear. I heard there were tigers in this area.
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren.
At your orders. Best job I ever had.
This war will be over by Christmas.
Good job. Panzer 4G neutralized. Last enemy identified. It is a Stug 3G. As you can guess from the 2 stars under its tag, this one is a battle-hardened veteran. No need to try to attack it with the M4A1. Let's bring in the M10A... Now, place the M10A1 in range. You can bring the command M4A1 close to it to increase its precision. You can also try to use the other M4A1 tank to flank the Stug 3G. This Stug 3G has no turret, so a flanking maneuver could be pretty efficient.
I hear you, loud and clear.
Sir. Ready to take command, sir. Let's go, guys. This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren. I'll lead the attack myself.
Red 6, mounted up.
Good job. Stug 3G neutralized. Well done, sir. The enemy's presence has been eradicated. You've understood the use of armored units in combat. You are now ready to deal massive damage to the German pride. Great job. In this exercise, you will control several types of tanks. You are being granted access to the tank and anti-tank classes of the battle group. Click Next. Unit pack slots are available in the tank and anti-tank. Tanks are powerful units, able to engage every type of ground unit. Pay attention to the armor-piercing and high explosive values of their weapons. The AP indicates the unit's ability to destroy armored units. The HE indicates its ability to damage unarmored units. More importantly, have a look at their armor. Most tanks have thick frontal armor. In combat, always try to present your thickest armor to a threat, while at the same time, if you outnumber an enemy tank, try to flank it and attack its rear or side armor. The M4A1 at your disposal are basic medium tanks, well armored and well armed. In this exercise, you'll learn how to defend against aircraft, and also how to use them. While on the ground, you'll learn how to call in off-map long-range artillery strikes. You're being granted access to the anti-air and air classes of the battle group. Click Next to compose your battle group. Fill the unit pack slots available in the now unlocked artillery, anti-air, and air classes of the battle group. Don't forget to add the new units available to your battle group. The anti-air unit's role is to protect your ground units on the battlefield. Most anti-air units serve to suppress enemy planes and force them to evacuate the area. The anti-air unit's role is to protect your ground. The mobile observation post can call artillery strikes from an off-map battery. Once the mission is fired, it takes some time to strike, but it suppresses and decimates any units in its area of effect. Air units have various roles depending on their loadout. Aerial recon, such as the Grasshopper, are the only aerial units that can unveil enemies on the ground without being affected by the terrain or the front line. However, they are very fragile units. Dogfighter aircrafts, such as the P-51D Mustang, fly at a higher altitude to detect other air units and engage them in dogfights. Fighters rule the sky and are the best defense against any other planes. Ground attack aircraft, such as the P-47 Thunderbolt, can engage planes, but also isolated ground targets when loaded with bombs or rockets. But they fly more slowly and at a lower altitude, making them vulnerable to anti-air units. Bomber aircraft, such as the B-26 Marauder, are loaded with several heavy bombs. Their goal is to eradicate massive units, whatever their morale, but their size and speed make them an easy target for any fighters. The enemy has established defense positions on the map. You will need to find and dismantle them one by one. But first, Army Intel warns us about an enemy aircraft takeoff. Let's deploy and position the M16 MGMC in your deployment zone. Click on the Launch Battle button when it's done.
AA guns ready.
The air raid alarm signal indicates an enemy aircraft has been spotted. It's a German Me-109G0 fighter, trying to claim air superiority. Hopefully, you have positioned your anti-air defense in time. The Me-109 is now under suppressive fire. It won't be long before it flees. Great job! The German Me-109 has evacuated. Now that we have a clear sky, bring in the Grasshopper to recon and find all of the enemy defenses on the ground. Once you call in an aircraft, it places itself on the off-map assets panel. This panel lists all of your off-map assets, planes, and heavy artillery, and indicates each one's status. As you can see in the off-map assets panel, your Grasshopper is in ready stance. Select it and right-click and
Standing by.
Take care. This plane is fragile.
Well done! The Grasshopper's status, once deployed, is in mission. The gauge represents its fuel tank. Once it's empty, planes automatically evacuate to resupply for a given duration, before returning to the ready status. Let's not waste time. We should detect the enemy's positions before the Grasshopper needs to resupply.
I have a great view from here. Understood. Headed back home. Any orders, sir? Understood.
Your aircraft came back to the airport without completing its mission. Let's not waste any time and pick another unit in the requisition panel to complete the objective.
Standing by. How bad is enemy AA over there? Waiting for targets. How bad is enemy AA over there? How bad is enemy AA over there? You would be blind without us. We'll find them.
Good job. All enemy defenses have been spotted. It's a bloody alarm! That goddamn German Me-109 fighter came back. Try to evacuate the Grasshopper. It's time to call in the P-51D. It's our best at...
Yes, of course, sir. I'm hit.
Your aircraft took too much stress and evacuate. In fallback stance, it will automatically fly back to the airport to refuel and repair if it makes it alive.
Roger. On my way.
Waiting for targets. Redeploying air defense.
Receiving loud and clear. Out. All...
Great job. Now we can reclaim air superiority and start the dismantlement of enemy defenses. Call back a Grasshopper and let's focus on the first enemy concentration. Let's deploy the 4 GPA OP to call in an off-map artillery strike. Ally M8 reconnaissance vehicles have just arrived to help wipe out any remaining enemies after the artillery strike. Keep your ground unit away from enemy range. Move your unit to the furthest and safest position from here. You lost a unit, sir. Please pick a unit in the requisition panel.
Listening. How bad is enemy AA over there? Ready for some fireworks?
There are two types of pilots. The hunters and the preys.
Enemy spotted.
Target 12 o'clock low.
They look like ants from up here. Take care. This plane is fragile.
Awaiting instructions.
by. We'll find them.
Ai, baik banget.
For GPA OP deployed. Its associated off-map battery now appears in the off-map assets panel. Next to it are listed 3 types of strikes: fire for effect, emergency, and barrage. Select the fire for effect one, the longest but most precise strike, and click on the first enemy concentration. You have a total of 3 fire missions at your disposal. Scout with the grasshopper to target precisely, and be sure that no units are left.
You would be blind without us.
Remember that you can increase the game speed.
Crowds in the open. Fire for effect.
Be ready. Take care. This plane is fragile.
I have artillerymen waiting for coordinates.
Well done, the first enemy defensive line has been wiped out. The best way to get rid of the... Use the grasshopper to get a clear view of the PAC-49 positions and deploy the P-47 to snipe them.
Standing by. Roger. I have a great view from here. Take care. This plane is fragile. Enemy spotted.
Repeat, Control. Any update? They're as good as dead. Any update? Attacking.
Be ready.
Roger. Heading there.
I've spotted the enemy.
Target 12 o'clock low. Go on, Control.
fire, sir. Running low on fuel. I've spotted the enemy.
I'm on E. Bugging out.
Solta essa porra dessa bomba.
Keep your ground unit away from enemy range. Move your unit to the furthest and safest position from here.
Caraca, alcança aqui. Nossa, dessas porra.
Keep your ground unit away from enemy range. Move your unit to the furthest and safest position from here.
I've spotted the enemy.
Keep your ground unit away from enemy range. Move your unit to the furthest and safest position from here.
Waiting for instructions, sir.
Repeat, Control.
Apanhando.
Keep your ground unit away from enemy range. Move your unit to the furthest and safest position from here.
Any update? Repeat, Control.
I've spotted the enemy.
Repeat, Control. There are two types of pilots, the hunters and the preys.
Running low on fuel.
Apanhando.
I'm on E. Bugging out.
Usa isso. Apanhando. Tô apanhando.
They look like ants from up here. Roger.
Eagle 1 ready.
Target spotted.
Target 12 o'clock low.
Drácula, velho. Como é que faz isso? Ai, deixa eu ver.
I've spotted the enemy.
Target 12 o'clock low.
I have a great view from here.
Go on, Control. Go on, Control. Roger. Heading there. I want my scalps. Adjusting course. I'm on E. Bugging out.
I have a great view from here. Roger. We'll find him. Standing by. Be ready. How bad is enemy AA over there? You would be blind without us. Give me the binoculars. Stop here. Eye in the sky. I have a great view from here. Roger. Roger. Be ready. Roger. I've spotted the enemy. Listening. We'll find him. Running low on fuel. I've spotted the enemy.
There are two types of pilots, the hunters and the preys. Roger. Heading there. Target 12 o'clock low. Any update? Fighter ready. Awaiting instructions. Receiving loud and clear. Out. Engaging the enemy.
Sim, reload. Seconds.
There are two types of pilots, the hunters and the prey. Adjusting course. I want my scalps. Roger. Heading there. Running low on fuel. I'm on E. Bugging out. I've spotted the enemy. Target spotted. Target spotted. Running low on fuel.
They look like ants from up here. We'll find them. Standing by. Take care. This plane is fragile. Target spotted.
Any update? Attacking.
Okay, one Pack 43 gone, and one to go. Don't waste time. Deploy another P-47.
I've spotted the enemy.
They're as good as dead.
Good job. The Pack 43 are no more. You can now deploy the B-26 Marauder bombers, or call in another off-map artillery strike. Great job. The enemy position has been eradicated. Well done, sir. You have mastered the use of off-map assets. You've understood how vital it is to keep air superiority, and how to severely impact the enemy's morale and troops by using powerful off-map artillery strikes.
Hello.
In this exercise, you will be free to put to use what you have already learned in a real skirmish condition. You're being granted access to all the classes of the battle group. Click Next to compose your battle. Fill all the units' pack slots available to validate your battle. Recon units can reveal enemy positions and sneak up stealthily into enemy territory. Fill all slots with the available pack. Infantry units have various functions depending on their equipment and are deployed. Infantry units have various functions depending on their equipment and are deployed with their transport. Fill all slots with the available pack. Tanks are powerful, but blind units able to engage any ground threat. Fill all slots with the available pack. Support units can provide leadership or fire support, or supply ground units. Fill all slots with the available pack. Anti-tank units can ambush and neutralize armored vehicles. Fill all slots with the available pack. Anti-air units protect your ground units from aerial threat by suppressing any aircraft in their range. Fill all slots with the available pack. Artillery units can strike at long range, while the mobile OP units can call in heavy off-map artillery. All units have various functions, depending on their loads. Fill all slots with available packs. In this exercise, you will need to gain map control. The more ground you control, the more victory points you earn. Your objective is to have more victory points than the enemy at the 30-minute mark. Every skirmish game in Steel Division begins in Phase A. Phases determine your requisition points income at different times in the game, and your access to certain units. Phases change every 10 minutes up to the final Phase C. Notice the A, B, or C letters on the unit's pack. B and C unit packs are presently locked. When you build your battle group, make sure to take into consideration which unit pack will unlock to fit your strategy. Position various types of unit in the deployment zone. Click on the Launch Battle button. No units have been deployed. Please pick a unit in the top left requisition menu and place it on the battlefield quickly. The enemy earns 1 victory point every second. It means that as long as he retains control of at least 51% of the map, he'll keep scoring every second. You need to fight him off and expand your influence area, or his score will continue to increase.
Carried away, sir. Yes, sir.
You have just received plus 90 requisition point. Requisition points are earned every minute and are feedbacked on your requisition menu. Requisition points increase at each phase change. The cost of a unit is indicated on its card. Buy or save your requisition points for your next move. It all depends upon your strategy.
Be ready. How bad is enemy AA over there?
Sir.
I spotted the enemy.
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
500 points. We must fight back and expand our influence to reverse the trend.
Sir! I'll get you there as soon as possible.
Affirmative.
Careful! Enemies nearby.
Artillery at your orders. Fire! Smash them! We're hit! We are under fire!
Careful! Enemies nearby.
Gordo, bring us there.
Ready to pound them, sir.
Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Where are we headed?
We fix them, you flank them. Get a move on, men. Running low on fuel.
Aufhören! Aufhören!
Sir, yes, sir! Start the fire! Nail it!
Der Ofen ist aus!
Careful! Enemies nearby.
Eagle 1 ready. Attacking.
Sir, yes, sir! Move out, man! Taxi ready. Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight! Ready.
Eagle 1 ready. Copy, leader. They're as good as dead.
Yes, sir.
Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight! Ready, sir! I'll get you there as soon as possible.
That sound announces the beginning of a new phase. Phase B units are now unlocked, alongside a rise in your requisition points income.
For God's sake!
Do not forget to keep an eye on the front line. It's useful feedback for predicting the opponent's movement and positioning.
Awaiting instructions. Affirmative. Back up, back up.
Fuck is down! Enemy spotted.
Armor ready.
Yes?
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
Need something blow the smithereens?
Take cover, Lieutenant!
Drop 300. 5 rounds. Over.
We're operational.
Yes. Enemy spotted. You would be blind without us. How bad is enemy AA over there?
Fighter ready.
Beware, sir. The enemy score is quite high. He must regain the lost ground.
Bugging out.
Need some extra eyes, sir? I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Move fast and clear.
Ready for some fireworks?
Radio check red 1 through 6. Over.
Nothing to report. I'll get you there as soon as possible.
Awaiting orders. Gordo, bring us there.
Fubar!
something blow the smithereens? Roger. Any orders, sir? Enemy spotted.
Ready, sir.
Was niederlegen, Männer. Carried away, sir. I'll let you off at these coordinates. Word Daddy to Red Leader. I am listening. Forward. Forward observer ready. Be careful. Enemies nearby.
Sorry, but this exercise is a failure. Please restart. It is essential that you apply what... exercise, you will be free to put to use what you have already learned in a real skirmish condition. You're being granted access to all the classes of the battle group. Click Next to fill all the units' pack slots available to validate. Recon units can reveal enemy positions, and infantry units have various functions depending on their equipment and are deployed with their transport. Fill all slots with the available pack. Tanks are powerful, but blind units able to engage any ground threat. Fill all. Support units can provide leadership or fire support, or supply ground units. Anti-tank units can ambush and neutralize armored vehicles. Fill all slots. Anti-air units protect your ground units from aerial threats. Artillery units can strike at long range, while the mobile OP units can call in heavy off-map art. All units have various functions, depending on their loads. Fill all slots. In this exercise, you will need to gain map control. The more ground you control, the more victory points you earn. Your objective is to have more victory points than the enemy at the 30-minute mark. Every skirmish game in Steel Division begins in Phase A. Phases determine your requisition points income at different times in the game, and your access to certain units. Phases change every 10 minutes up to the final Phase C. Notice the A, B, or C letters on the unit's pack. B and C unit packs are presently locked. When you build your battle group, make sure to take into consideration which unit pack will unlock to fit your strategy. Position various types of unit in the deployment zone. Click on the Launch Battle button.
Yes, sir. Nothing to report. Nothing to report. I'll get you there as soon as possible.
The enemy earns 1 victory point every second. It means that as long as he retains control of at least 51% of the map, he'll keep scoring every second. You need to fight him off and expand your influence area, or his score will continue to increase.
I know a shortcut. Ready, sir. I'm going as fast as I can. Yes, sir.
You have just received plus 90 requisition point. Requisition points are earned every minute and are feedbacked on your requisition menu. Requisition points increase at each phase change. The cost of a unit is indicated on its card. Buy or save your requisition points for your next move. It all depends upon your strategy.
I'm in charge here. I'll be there soon.
Yes? I'll get you there as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. Get your shit in gear. We're rolling.
Yes?
Ground spotted. Check your sights. At your orders. Let's liberate some ladies.
Standing by. Roger.
+1 victory point every second. It means that as long as you retain control of at least 51% of the map, you'll keep scoring every second. Push forward, expand your territory, and your score will continue to increase. The front line dynamically measures the ground control during the game. The influential areas and the domination gauge are displayed on the top right panel. It is crucial for your success to keep an eye on this information.
Adjusting on target. Yes, sir. I'll get you there as soon as possible. Sir.
We got a man down!
Need some extra firepower?
Yes, sir. Let's liberate some ladies.
Carried away, sir.
Locked and loaded, sir. Changing position. Yes, sir. Need some covering fire? Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die!
Armor ready. Gordo, bring us there.
Scouts, at your orders.
Need some extra firepower?
Solid copy. We're moving. Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight! Move on!
Standing by. Take care. This plane is fragile.
Radio check, red 1 through 6. Over.
Nothing's moving there anymore. This machine kills fascists. Contact fire. I got him! For God's sake!
Awaiting orders. Forward. Reverse, driver. Move, but watch for ambushes. Running low on fuel. Go on, Control. Copy, leader. Affirmative.
We fix them, you flank them. Damn, this thing is heavy.
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die!
I've spotted the enemy.
Carried away, sir.
I'll let you off at these coordinates.
Ready, sir.
Bandit ahead. Ready to engage.
Go in there. Move on. This is where you get off.
Need some covering fire? Damn, this thing is heavy.
There are two types of pilots. The hunters and the prey. We're ahead.
Yes, sir. Fire! Smash him!
Let's get out of here. That was too close.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Damn, this thing is heavy.
There are two types of pilots. The hunters and the prey.
We're operational. Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
I'm on E. Bugging out.
That sound announces the beginning of a new phase. Phase B units are now unlocked, alongside a rise in your requisition points income.
Be ready. Take care. This plane is fragile.
Do not forget to keep an eye on the front line. It's useful feedback for predicting the opponent's movement and positioning.
Guns primed and ready.
Running low on fuel.
Fuck it down!
Need some extra firepower. Fire. Smash him.
the trigger. This war will be over by Christmas. Get ready, boys! Medic!
Makes him a target for the Germans. Attention! Yes, sir. Get forward, everybody. Sir. Fire! Heads down! Ready, sir! Attention! We're moving! Yes, sir. I'll get you there as soon as possible. Ready, sir. I'll let you off at these coordinates. Where are we headed? Go in there.
Fighter ready. Engaging the enemy. Clear the runway, coming in high. Copy, Eagle Leader. I'm on my way out. I'm out of here.
Locked and loaded, sir. Relocating.
Be careful! Enemies nearby.
Nothing's moving there anymore.
Ready to transport. I'll let you off at these coordinates. Go in there.
There are two types of pilots. The hunters and the preys. Attacking.
We're hit bad!
Nothing's moving there anymore.
Plugging out. Attacking.
Be ready.
The enemy has scored 500 points. We must fight back and expand our influence to reverse the trend.
Guy. How bad is enemy AA over there? Ready to fire.
Affirmative. This is Red 2. Enemy spotted. I'm out of here.
Standing by. Roger.
Receiving loud and clear. Out. They're as good as dead. Clear the runway. Coming in hot.
Come on, folks. Doors over there.
My engine is on fire. Eyes on the sky.
Fighter ready. Attacking.
At last, the final phase C. All units are now unlocked, plus a final rise in your income. It is time to unleash your full potential.
Where do you need us? Roger. Got him.
There are two types of pilots. The hunters and the prey. Attacking. Clear the runway. Coming in hot.
Enemy spotted.
Yes, sir. Plugging out.
Out of ammo. Waiting for targets. Affirmative, sir. Any orders, sir? No time to lose. Ground spotted. Check your sights. We're taking heavy fire. Sugar Cane. Sugar Charlie 3. Say again.
Eagle 1 ready. I want my scalps. Copy, leader. Awaiting instructions. Clear the runway. Coming in hot.
Need a lift?
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. At your orders.
Enemy spotted. Medic.
Repeat, control. Engaging the enemy. Bayonet ahead. Ready to engage. Plugging out.
Get out of here. Sir! Driver, put it in gear. Taxi ready.
Cover fire. Bring it down. Move it out. Take cover, Lieutenant! I hear you got a flight problem, sir. Copy that, Raven leader. Heading back home. My telemetter's out. I'll get out.
Awaiting instructions.
We need morphine here. sir. Beginning the attack, sir. Can't take much more of this.
Attacking. Radio check, red 1 through 6. Over. Good hit. Good hit.
Ground control is going well, sir. Keep going.
Any orders, sir?
Any updates? Engaging the enemy. Ready for trophy hunting. At your orders, sir.
Well done, sir. You have proven yourself worthy on the battlefield with the knowledge that you've acquired. You've understood the main victory conditions in Steel Division, and how to use economy and phases to your advantage. Be ready to ship for Normandy, sir.
And I don't know how to give the AI commands to use the roads. I don't like the idea of trying to just hustle and bustle an engagement. As we can see, they're immediately coming out. I'm going to try and knock out some of these early planes. I'm going to more or less try and set up my ad line. I don't like running into a just head-on fight. I like to skirmish first.
Well, yeah, it's never been my thing, the zerging.
Yeah.
It's pretty unappealing.
Oh, in a game I don't know, I can't really zerg. Got a Kubel with my Spitfire. He just lit him up with sounds more Australian than British. Butte Firefly. Huge engagements there, as we haven't really been stopped, so I believe it's in the interest of the British to keep moving until we're engaged.
They get these early fireflies, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah, they are good. They are good. I'm gonna get a honey steward up here. Keep our interests in recon alive. Our recon costs more than our infantry for the most part.
That indeed it does.
It's just really strange because this is my first game, I think, really playing as the British. So we've found their first units moving into a forest, and he has just dismounted his tracks. Okay, it looks like this village is going to be a point of engagement. We'll fight it from our village, and I think a smart way to do that would be with artillery. So we'll get a mortar half-track up here.
Yes, sir. Let's go, driver.
Fallschirmjäger captured, yep. So we've won the first.
Fortunately, they've spiked our line a bit there, so you can probably see.
Yeah. That being said, we just won the first engagement moving into the outskirts of that town. We caught a Fallschirmjäger to surrender. So they got Butte Cromwells as well. Some pretty good armor early on.
We'll deploy at this position.
Yeah. Don't see how that's fair, but I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out as much as the more we.
Yeah, exactly. I can't comment on the balance of this game yet. I do know that Panthers are good, and that
Yeah, I know you can
Germans
spam it.
are bad.
The Germans are bad.
But there's no major OP unit that I can identify at the moment.
Everything can be killed.
Yeah, there's no Tiger Ace.
Yeah.
All our men are falling back. The attack on the town's just been cut down by an AA gun that's firing into the masses. Just dismount, you fucking... Lot of AT up here. I
We're
think
52%, which is good news.
they assumed that we were going to rush with armor, which I did not. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going to get our mortars up here.